Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a super important topic that has the potential to really shift how we view our investments, especially in precious metals. So let's kick things off with Basel III. This is a global regulatory framework created in response to the 2008 financial crisis, which was quite a chaotic time, if you remember. It's designed to strengthen banks by imposing stricter capital and liquidity requirements. For example, banks now have to hold at least 7% in Tier 1 capital. Think of this as them being required to exercise a bit more caution in their dealings.
Wait, so, you're saying they have to have 7% of their money just hanging out there? Like, why is that necessary? Can't they just invest it?
Great question. Imagine it like having a safety net when you're navigating through a storm. Just as I keep some bottled water and canned food in case of an unexpected hurricane here in Florida, banks need to have that cushion to survive financial stress, specifically for at least 30 days. It's like they need to prepare themselves to weather the storm of a financial downturn.
That makes sense. So, is this whole Basel III thing supposed to prevent another financial crisis? Like, wow, do you think it's really going to work?
Exactly. The goal here is to reduce risk. They also limit excessive borrowing to stop banks from getting into deep trouble. Picture it like a parent saying, "No new toys until you finish your homework." It reinforces a sense of responsibility, don't you think?
Right, I love that analogy, but I'm really curious, what does this mean for gold and silver? Like, how does Basel III actually impact the way banks deal with those precious metals?
This is where it gets super interesting. Basel III has reclassified allocated gold as a Tier 1 asset with 0% risk weighting, essentially putting it on par with cash. This crucial shift dramatically affects how investors and central banks regard precious metals. It's like they took the best slice of pizza and put it right at the front of the line.
Wow, okay. That's so. If I wanted to invest in gold, should I aim for physical gold instead of those more risky paper options? That makes total sense, right?
Exactly. Physical gold is becoming increasingly attractive since it provides a more stable investment, especially because central banks are stocking it up. It's similar to how some people prefer a home-cooked meal over fast food. Central banks are recognizing gold's essential role in maintaining monetary stability, crucial in uncertain times.
Oh man, that's super cool. So are places like China and Russia really advocating for gold then? It sounds like a power play.
Yes. Countries like China, Australia, and Russia are leading the charge in gold production this year. They view gold as a national leverage tool. By stockpiling, they're prepping their economies for a more stable future. Think of it as getting your armor ready before a big battle. You want to shield yourself against potential threats.
Ooh, I love that imagery. But then, if more and more people want physical gold, doesn't that make it kinda scarce? The supply must run low.
Exactly. Increased demand for silver is also rising due to supply deficits, particularly for its industrial uses. However, it's important to remember that higher costs for unallocated holdings could lead to reduced liquidity. Investors really have to tread carefully in this balancing act.
Ugh, my brain is buzzing. This is quite an information overload. And I'm curious, what kind of risks do investors face because of all this Basel III stuff?
Great observation. One risk includes reduced liquidity in the futures markets, which could heighten volatility. Plus, since different regions are implementing Basel III at varying paces, there's a chance of discrepancies in its overall impact. Some experts remain skeptical about what this all means for gold prices down the line.
Wow, that's kind of unnerving. So, are people really worried about it? Like, what's the consensus out there?
Definitely. The landscape is evolving fast, and many investors need to rethink their strategies. Now is the perfect time for them to consider diversifying into physical gold and silver to hedge against uncertainty.
This is such a strategic moment. I really had no idea this was happening in the financial world. Like, what's next? This has truly been mind-blowing.
I'm thrilled to hear you're finding this interesting. It's crucial for both seasoned and new investors to remain informed in this changing landscape. Let's keep digging into these topics in our next discussion.
Absolutely. I can't wait to dive deeper into this world with you. It's like uncovering a treasure map.